Hey everyone, thanks for tuning in. Today, we're diving into a pretty serious topic: healthcare fraud. It's a big deal, and it affects so many people, including patients who trust the system. So, let's get into it.
Recently, we heard about a case involving Chaudhry Shabbir Ahmed, who was, at the center of a really shocking fraudulent scheme. I mean, it's just mind-blowing how some people can manipulate the system for their gain. Ahmed and his co-conspirators were, involved in fraudulent billing practices that not only hurt Medicare but also impacted countless patients.
Just think about that for a second, people who are sick and vulnerable. And then you have someone taking advantage of the system? It's infuriating. So, let's break this down.
Ahmed and his associates, they created these fake businesses and billed Medicare for services that were either never provided or, totally unnecessary. This kind of fraud, it doesn't just steal money. It impacts the trust that people have in health care. Patients rely on their providers, and when this kind of thing happens, it shakes that trust to its core.
Now, I have to say, my initial reaction to all of this was a mix of anger and disappointment. I mean, how can someone who's supposed to be helping people turn around and exploit them? It's just, heartbreaking. And then it made me reflect on my own experiences in healthcare and how important it is to have integrity in every aspect of our lives, not just in healthcare.
Moving on to the consequences, Ahmed pleaded guilty, which, kind of brings some closure, but it's not enough. We're talking about potential sentencing and the forfeiture of assets that were gained through these awful practices.
It makes you think about accountability, right? What does it mean to be accountable in business? Spoiler alert, it's not just about following the rules. It's about doing what's right, and then there are the ethical implications. I mean, healthcare providers have a moral responsibility to their patients. When fraud occurs, it's not just numbers on a page, it's lives being impacted. It's families that suffer because of someone else's greed.
This realization hits hard, and it's a reminder that in our day-to-day lives, we need to be vigilant. We need to speak up when we see something that doesn't feel right. So, what can we learn from all this? First off, accountability is key.
We've got to hold ourselves and others responsible. And if you see something fishy in healthcare or anywhere, don't just shrug it off, report it. It's we all have a role to play in maintaining the integrity of the systems we rely on.
As we wrap this up, I just want to say, let's encourage each other to maintain our personal and professional integrity. It's not just about us, it's about the people we serve, the communities we live in. We all have a stake in this. So if you found this topic as eye-opening as I did, please subscribe, and comment below. I want to hear your thoughts.
Have you ever experienced or witnessed something similar? Honestly, even in a situation like this, there's something to be grateful for. It's a wake-up call. It reminds us to be vigilant and to stand up for what's right. So, let's take this moment to reflect on our own behaviors and how we can contribute positively to society. Thanks for listening, and let's keep the conversation going. Together, we can make a difference.